We're already at a crossroads, but for you, it's not only...
Let me introduce my...
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
But...
In your nature...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Cut down. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. That's a good find. hard as nails. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. That's going to leave a mark. That paid off. Strung up. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But there are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. The sound of... It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. It's coming from behind that door. A wall. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Shut. End it. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Scrapalicious.
Iatu iau maua. Loma toa ha he pasto ledrea. Ewe to wata. Alu putulua.
The
Koibe o koibe. Atu awa ya ko bubuye bui.
It was after the attack.
Tika mapena.
The
Yunulua tula. Ol.
asks if you were tired, as it's the nono. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the Now that you... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you... He lost you there for a while. The tree started to die when the end of days begun. Records tell of the ruinous devastation. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Murkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoofpuff at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porkypuff at the end of the route to the southeast. He wants you regard. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the Anyway, he needs help and
That's a spark of a...
What's there to like about...
Not as much as it...
Always making the...
And you're...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Yo tulua atu awa ya ia.
Ikamapena.
He believes that
Le ya.
Satuatam.
another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. The deep cut. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of... Seems surprised you have to go. Cautions you.
Sibi? Lappanen aginkalman. Geradna fal hutut mustugai lavute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on...
Get out, Jackal thinking.
He's...
Sibi?
That's...
Bloody tick.
The Sifu says sometimes one member...
Karadam woofer lapu.
This-
Kala banglif. Gula mam
If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for...
Karatna follow hoot papa most. Der genken alle to buy.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll... Anyway, the memories you make with your family are... He can't... Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. All fired up. Boom! You're on the ropes. Right in the face. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop. He thinks you should. And he says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the... But you need practice. Lots of practice. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her. You should know. She'll see you at the village. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He understands. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She suggests you better hurry up there. She wants you to... You've all... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders... He wants to... She says it's nice of you to consider the most It's time to focus on your trade.
Ben Nampusa.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He asks. He's curious to see what.
Papa Zulu immo over bug ad. Darren mianda. Waxan kale zegi. Darren mianda kidlo.
You should take it with you. Well,
Kakwa sarevanyat zap.
Ben Nampusa.
your Muma says it's about time you.
Aplitonum dropa. Tate ko baba saktin. Kana munta.
But there's enough time left.
Andro? Andro?
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Puri kumbala muma.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Ben drene senema.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Asil natu.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Kanyala no toro.
Says he. Catchy.
Aplitonumuta.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as.
Dropalo. Beri?
Thinks you could say that about everything. She hopes you have better days ahead.
Brumblel marsamangundu. Mustiki muhka?
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Taifanamenuma?
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Andro?
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Verena masalapu.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Asana yo.
Rest, and you'll find strength for... Nothing could stop Luka Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is... There's nowhere to run to this time. What? She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to... Exactly what... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Should have gone for a bigger size. Nothing's going to waste. Nice pants. Feeling buff. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. You gave them no... You should hurry there and help them. Look, an emergency box. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? switched off the lights. Loot. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old toxinol... The toxinol. Them. Looks valuable. Have you ever seen trees other than the ones in a forest?